Australian animals with misplaced reputations. Australia is often considered one of the most dangerous places to live when it comes to wildlife, somehow frequently overrunning everything from the savannahs of Africa to the jungles of South America. Like every creature on this list, this reputation is largely misplaced. Based on fiction rather than fact. Most of Australia's monsters are not really a significant threat. But some of its lesser discussed inhabitants may be the ones you really need to look out for. So get ready to face your fears as we discover 10 Australian animals with misplaced reputations. Stay tuned with the video. Huntsman spider. Large, hairy, bogarting spiders are clearly a group of creatures that numerous of us just do not wish to deal with. The hunter spider embodies that description completely and goes for redundant credit, ranking among the largest and fastest spiders, and supposedly, numerous assert they're among the most intimidating, too, given how people respond to them. They're a stereotypical horror image of Australia, stressed by non-natives across the globe. Indeed, though hunter spiders are by no means exclusive to the mainland. In addition, the fact is that absolutely harmless. They might scarify you, sure, but with a disposition that's more fond of fleeing than fighting. Now, we clearly agree their venom is unwelcome to have in your bloodstream. But as it's really not a serious trouble, you have no rational reasons to sweat these gentle giants. However, their habit of getting relief of other, less benevolent creepy crawlies makes them a better friend than foe, if anything. Not feared enough. Saltwater crocodile. Crocodiles are feared, certainly, and this entry isn't here to contradict that. There is a reason it says, not feared enough, though, many of us struggle to differentiate alligators and crocodiles, a fact that combined with the former's media presence due to their American habitation, makes people think of the two as very comparable. The reality, however, is that, compared to crocodiles, alligators are harmless little sweethearts.
Excessively feared, cassowary. A very prehistoric-seeming, large bird equipped with big, sharp claws and a confirmed history of killing people is certainly not a combination many of us would look at without concern. Cassowaries are one of the most stereotypically dinosaurish animals on the planet and are often considered the most dangerous bird on the planet, a stance that might not actually be untrue. Yet you have to consider the fact that, compared to most animals, birds as a whole pose no real threat to us. The first confirmed death caused by a cassowary was in 1926, nearly 100 years ago, without a second to follow it until 2019. When a Floridian farmer was tragically killed by the cassowary he kept. Scary for a bird, certainly, but with only 2 deaths in 100 years as well as only showing aggression when someone enters their territory. They don't quite live up to their monstrous reputation. Velociraptors, they are not. Not feared enough, cane toad. Cane toads are large, poisonous toads. Not something you'd want to eat or come in contact with, sure, but not exactly the most terrifying image. Yet, they might just be the most harmful animal on this whole list. Cane toads will not kill you. They will, however, harm the environment to an incredible extent, as well as our resources. Considered a major pest by the Australian government, these amphibians breed very quickly, eat a lot of food, cause untold amounts of environmental damage, and threaten many of Australia's native species that they happily consume in incredibly large amounts. Not a direct threat to us, but as a major threat to Australian people's futures and ecosystems, they aren't to be taken lightly. Excessively feared, redback spider. The Australian black widow ranks among Australia's and, indeed, the world's most venomous spiders. It's only rivaled on the continent by the infamous funnel web spiders. Redback spiders are one of the few spider species alive today that can and have killed humans, all true, except since an effective antivenom was introduced in the 1950s. Only a single person has died from their bite. One of the most fearsome spiders in the world and one that would certainly result in an unpleasant hospital trip if it bit you. But would it result in your death? Almost certainly not.